Hello everyone, you see the title. Welcome to my show / video, the 211 starring SterVens. If you're new to my channel, stop, click the subscribe button right here. And don't forget to click the little bell so you can get a video update whenever I post a brand new video. Today I'll be talking about the latest episode of Red Table Talk. And I have like 10 people telling me to watch Red Table so I could tell them my opinion about it. And my reaction to them, I'm like, so you want me to do a video about Red Table Talk? So are you going to watch it? Are you going to forward it to everybody you know? Are you going to like it? Are you going to comment on it? And nobody give me an answer, but I'm going to do the video anyway. Before I watch the episode of Red Table Talk, there is 3 things I know about people. Number 1, rich, poor, middle class. Some people don't have any loyalty. And if they do, they only have loyalty to themselves, their need, their want, and fuck everybody else. And the number 2 thing is, sometimes people think it's fair to fuck someone else over, but it's not okay for someone else to do the same thing to them. And number 3, people refuse to believe in karma. People will do whatever they want and think they will get away with it. And karma is a bitch. She and he dress and red is for blood. And that was the mindset I had before I watched the whole Jordyn Wood interview. And before I watch this, I will give you my 2 cents and what I thought about the interview. First of all, I did not know who Jordyn is and still don't. Throughout the interview, she keeps taking full responsibility for what happened. And one thing I see over and over again, a woman will know her husband is cheating on her or a boyfriend with 1, 3, or 4 even different women. And she be willing to fight the woman, but she's not giving the man any blame. And that's something I never understand. Why are you willing to fight the woman, but you're not willing to give the man any blame? I'm not saying you don't point the finger at the woman. However, if you're going to point the finger, you have to point out both directions. And Jordyn might make a mistake, but he's not innocent at all. And I know people like saying she break the girl code. And I'm like, what does he break? So he's allowed to do whatever he wants, so he should not take the blame. He was living in the club with a girl, he's innocent. Google him, he's still innocent. So let me tell you what I take away from this crazy episode. The number 1 thing I take away, Jada say, we think we know how to tell the truth. And I agree with that 100%. And we tell a little white lie because we want to protect the people we love. Most people will say, if you have nothing to hide, why lie? And it's the funny thing is, I feel like thing is not black and white. Life is not black and white. People say that all the time. You lie because you have something to hide. But when you tell the truth, they say you're telling the truth because you felt guilty about what you did. And I feel like no matter what, there is no win. Allegedly, if Jordyn is telling the truth, you could see why she would lie, why she would make the mistake, and why she would look guilty. But however, that's not the big thing. It takes 2 people to tango. The number 2 thing I take away, Jada started by the Red Table by saying this. If you think you are perfect, you never done anything bad in your life, the Red Table is not for you. And that's the conversation I've been talking about. You have to be willing to accept each other for good or bad. It's kind of remind me the episode of Wale, and it kind of Willow say it's not about right and wrong, it's about understanding. And I feel like sometimes we forget we are human and human make mistakes. And I feel like sometimes people can separate a mistake versus an habit. And the number 3 thing I take away, just because you say you're sorry, it doesn't make it right. Just because you say you're sorry, the person don't have to accept it, your apology. And just because you say you're sorry, everything is not okay. And when trust has been broken, you cannot pick up exactly where you left off. And sometimes it takes days, sometimes it takes years, sometimes it takes weeks. However, I feel like you have to be willing to accept that might be the end of that chapter of the book. And Jada did not say all that, but that's the way I take it at the end. That's the way I summarize it. Before I start the Red Table Talk, I was ready to drag Jordyn for what happened, but when I got the whole information, I see everything in a different light, and I learned something. We are human and we are flawed. We make different mistakes every day, and those mistakes do not define our future. However, I feel like you don't allow your mistake to be, you don't become slave to your mistake. And I will end this video with this. Every story has two sides, and I feel like when someone is speaking the truth, the story stay the same, and whenever they're lying, they keep on changing the story. And the final thing I would add before I end my video, my Web Table Talk recap is me giving my 2 cents and what I learned, how I might use those things in my life, and finally continue the conversation. Keep in mind, opinion is just like asshole, and everyone have one, and I'm not different than everybody else. And thank you for your nasty comment. Thank you for your dislike. I do appreciate it. That means you are watching my video, and I enjoy you watching. And this was another great episode of Web Table Talk. That is my 2 cents for Web Table Talk. Please support Web Table Talk on Facebook. You might learn something. It might even open your eyes to the reality that was there all along. The more we talk about the problem, the easier it is to fix. And I am out. That's it. Deuces. Thank you for watching another video of mine. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment, and share it. I will see you on my next video. Once again, don't forget to subscribe.